Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jess of Creations, and folks, this is it. This is the week of our first show of the season. It is Monday. The show starts on Saturday, which means I've got a lot to do this week. Product-wise, this is my priority. Still working on the blanket. I've got about 25 rows to go. I was really hoping to have finished it over the weekend, but I overestimated how much time I actually had. And by the time I got to working on it, I was just so tired. But I did bang out a lot of rows, but I still have 25 left. So that is priority number one. When that gets done, I also want to finish, like I mentioned in the last video, gummy bear bag that is pretty much almost done. I just have about half of the front of it to do, and then just to join it, which is so easy. And then finish the phoenix that I started a while ago. I do have its body done. I just need to finish its wings and like flames and feathers and stuff. So that is all my priority in terms of product. We do also have to do the non-crocheting bits of it in preparation for the show. So right now, I just spot treated my tablecloths and banner. Do not follow my lead. I'm obviously waiting until the last minute to do this, but I should have done it last year after my shows were done. But I just spot treated them and they are in the wash right now. So that's getting done. And then I also have to update the square reader to reflect the products that we have and prices, changes if any. And I'm sure the machine is going to need an update as well, because it seems to need an update every time I turn it on. So I'd rather take care of that now instead of show time to do it. And then we have signage to make. I need to figure out where things are going and group pricing signages together so everything is organized. I do have to pack. Everything is pretty much together. I just want to try to organize the packing a little bit to make it easier when we get there to, put it all out on the display. What else? I need to put together, like display stuff. So I didn't rent chairs this time for this show. So I do have to make sure I don't forget to pack chairs and my 6-foot table I decided on. And my display, like the grid cube displays, as well as the 2 grid walls that I have, and my table shelf and my standing shelf. Just one of those, I think. And also I got a photo backdrop to display the blanket. So I did finally open the box from Amazon where I got it. And everything was pieced separately. So I just put it all in the carrying bag that it came with. So I need to make sure that that is with everything. I need to pack the money bag. The money box is fine. It's situated. It's ready to go. Usually in the bag that I put that in, I have the money box, the credit card machine, signage, the like clips if I clip anything, just random stuff in there. So I need to make sure that bag is packed. And I need to decide if I'm bringing the wagon or just a cart. I'm sure I'm forgetting so many things. But my sister, we're taking her car. Otherwise, I would have to drive to my mom's house to get our spare SUV. But Michelle's driving. It's fine. Michelle's coming on Friday to load up the car. So maybe when she's here, she'll help me figure out anything that I have forgotten. But yeah, we have a show this week. We've got a lot to do to prepare. I also want to go to the grocery store and get some snacks and drinks, just because I'm kind of sick of con food. It's not the greatest. It's kind of dry. Maybe I'll try to go a little healthier, bring some carrots. And I don't know. We'll see. Michelle and I did talk about bringing some chocolate, so we might do a trip over to Chocolate World to get just a mixed bag of stuff. Yeah, I think that's it. I need to decide what I'm wearing. My business shirts don't really fit nicely anymore, so I don't really want to wear them. My mind is just like nonstop thinking of things the week leading up to a show, because I feel like I have so much to do, which I do. But it's probably really not that bad. I just have to do the things and like it'll all come together fine. My house just looks like a disaster zone right now, and that is not helping the process. So yeah, that is the plan for this week. It will be another week in the life. We'll do a little clip at the end with the show because the show is within the week, but we'll just do a little bit and then I'll put something bigger together for the following week. That's just the show, but this is officially final prep week. What did I say we have to do? Blanket, gummy bear bag, Phoenix, and then pack and get all my stuff ready. And I really need to draw out a display plan. That's fine. We'll probably just figure stuff out on the day when we're putting everything together. But yeah, so sit back and help me get through this week. I did just have a brief discussion with my brother-in-law, and I remembered that I have left over from last year a good amount of pocket shawls that I was questioning if we should bring them to Comic-Con, because I mean, they're great for like the street shows, the craft fairs and juried shows. I just didn't know if bringing them to Comic-Con with all the plushies was gonna confuse people, you know? So I just want to see how many I have. I only have 8. Do the math. That's an extra $400 to $500 that I could bring with me. I don't think it would hurt. I think I'm going to bring them. I think I'm going to add them to the inventory and bring them this weekend. If they don't sell, that's fine. I'll have them for every other show. Because of them, I did create a new layout of my booth space, which would eliminate bringing the extra table. Because like I said, I did rent an 8-foot table from the venue. So instead of bringing my 6-foot table and having that, I would just bring another of my standing floor shelves, which is just easier to maneuver and takes up less space in the car. So I think we've got a new plan. This is what happens the week of a show. Things change left and right all the time. I can very happily report that the body of this massive, massive, massive blanket is finally done. Unfortunately, it's done on Tuesday. I was really hoping I could finish it last night, but it was getting late and today was an office day, so I couldn't push it. So now that it is finished, all that's left is the border. I do have a poll going on over at Instagram right now, whether I should keep the fringe or do a border, and let's check that right now. Last time I checked, border was winning, which is the direction I think I'm gonna take it. Oh, fringe is in the lead right now. This is kind of like there's very vastly different things that need to happen for either of these things. So, oh dang. Lots of fringe, lots of fringe. The last several have been fringe. Oh man. So, oh no. How many people voted? 17 votes, 10 for fringe, 7 for border. I might have to have a conversation with somebody. I mean, if they want fringe, I don't have to do anything else except like clean up the fringe. But I'm still stuck on my sister making a comment about a fringe might sway people with pets to want it because the pet might like go for the fringy bits. I don't know what to do. All right, well, I'm glad we checked that together because I really thought that border was in the lead. So I guess we're going to put this down and let the voting run for a little bit longer. Maybe I'll have a conversation and I'll get working on something else tonight. It is only 7:43. I've got plenty of time tonight. Maybe I can get the rest of the front of the gummy bear bag done. Huh. Things are working out. So I did let the poll go overnight and it looks like fringe won. However, at the same time, I was also messaging people who aren't on social media, like my mom, my aunt, who's a crocheter and very good quilter. Mom is also a quilter, so I trust both of their opinions, as well as some other people, like my boss and some friends and Day's mom and aunt also. And it seems like it's probably still split evenly 50-50. However, some conversations I was having with some of them, I gave it a price point of where I think it should be at the minimum. And I said, okay, so if I'm pricing it here, what would like make the blanket look like it was worth that price? And the like hands down people said with a border. So I have decided to do the border. Last night, it took a long time, but I tied all the ends by twos and cut them down to like an inch. And right now I am starting officially the border. It's going to be an envelope border. So that's what's great about mosaic crochet is that you don't have to weave in those ends. You can just tuck them into your border. So I'm on the first step of that right now. I think it can get done tonight? It is Wednesday. There's a possibility. I'm not doing a massive border. I'm doing the base setup right now, and then I have to go around it both on the front side and the back side and then join it. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to keep building a bigger border because it doesn't need it. The blanket is humongous. So yeah, working on that. I also pulled out the gummy bear bag, getting that ready. So maybe, if I get bored of this, I can go back and forth between the two projects. Tomorrow night is Sip and Stitch, and I'm also going to be working at the shop, the yarn shop, during Sip and Stitch and closing it up. So, and then working at the shop again on Friday, which is no big deal because I can bring my projects with me to work on. Hoping... I'm not going to say I want to get this blanket done tonight because I really would, but I know that every time I say that, it doesn't happen. So I don't want to get my hopes up, but we have started the process of making the border. I heard everybody's opinions on it, and I think that was part of my problem. I was getting too many opinions that I couldn't make my own decision for it. I really just wanted to call it a day and just do the fringe and be done with it. But honestly, I think the border probably is the better idea because it's cleaner, and the fringe would have been on the sides of the blanket instead of like a typical top and bottom, or else I could have done all the way around, whatever. It's not happening because I'm doing a border. So yeah, I'm just going to keep working on this border and see how much I can get done tonight, and maybe work on the gummy bear bag a little bit. I am happy, so happy to report that the blanket is finally done. I finished it late last night. It was the only thing I worked on yesterday. I didn't even get to touch the gummy bear bag, but the blanket's done. I decided to do the border, and I'm really glad that I did. I considered the fringe because I'm just lazy and I liked the idea of being done with it. But the border, the envelope border that you do for a mosaic crochet blanket, there's different ways you can do it, but the way the pattern suggested, I followed, and I love it. It came out clean. It is right here. I'm about to go film a clip of it, unveiling it, so I can make another reel for it, make the final one, and put a bunch of clips together from all of the reveals and do one big video of it. I'm so happy it's done. My arm, however, is killing me. I cannot lift my right arm. It feels like someone punched me and that it's bruised. And when I try to lift it, it feels like there's a lot of resistance, like someone is trying to hold my arm down. So I've just been chilling today. I've been working. I've been doing my job. But in terms of crochet, I don't know how much is going to get done today. I'm just happy that the blanket is finished. I do really need to get all the non-crochet bits done, ready for tomorrow, because my sister is coming to load the car. It is Thursday today. Tomorrow is car loading. So I still have a lot to do, but I'm going to try to rest my arm for a little bit. I am going to Sip and Stitch tonight. I'm also closing the store, so I'm working during Sip and Stitch. So I'll bring the gummy bear bag to work on, but maybe I'll just be more social than crafty tonight. So that's where we are. I'm going to go take a clip of this thing and get ready to put everything together and get the show on the road. It is Friday. I am back in the shop till 4 o'clock today. There is an awful lot to do today. first of all, guys, I am falling apart. I didn't do anything. I just stood up out of a chair and my knee decided to be in the most excruciating pain, like back in my basketball days when I would get a knee injury. That's the kind of pain it felt like. And it still hurts. It's a lot better than what it was last night, but everything hurts. I am gradually falling apart piece by piece, but we gotta push through and get stuff done. After I'm done here, I'm gonna go home and pack everything up for this weekend and get it ready for my sister to come and we'll load her car. I have to charge all my devices, the camera, but most importantly, the credit card machine that hasn't been touched since December. I have to update the Square I just have to update it. I have to update the machine and I have to update my product and prices of stuff. And I still have to do signage. I didn't do anything last night when I got home from Sip and Stitch. I was just in so much pain that I just called it a night early. But while I'm here, right now I'm working on a bandana for my post Comic-Con shows. So my just your regular street craft fairs. I did bring with me the gummy bear bag that I plan on working as soon as I'm done the bandana. Hopefully I can get that done. The Phoenix just isn't happening. If I get the gummy bear bag done in time, and that I have more time tonight, then I will attempt to work on it, and I might work on it on the car ride to Hagerstown because we have like at least an hour and a half drive. Maybe I can work on the Phoenix then or work on it at the show. I was gonna, if it fits in Michelle's car, I was gonna bring my 5-pound box of polyfill and work on some Spider-Mans this weekend at the show. Just if we don't put them out for Hagerstown, that's fine because I'm gonna need them for Philly in a month. I think that's it. That's all I have to do. And then shower because I have to leave my house at like 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. And that's just way too early. But it's the price you pay for being a vendor at these things. So yeah, I'm just gonna be here in the shop all day working, and my mom might come to visit. I'm not confident of it, but we'll see what happens. That's all I'm going to give you guys for this week. Tune in next week for the full con vlog and see how it goes. Did it go good? Did it go bad? We'll find out. As always, thank you for tuning in. Do all the things, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.